Drizzy T-Money blasting off the map. Mic check one, we igniting the chat. Big thoughts, big laughs, real talk on tap. From the stars to your ears, it's a certified slap. We break limits, no rules, no fear. Dropping gems every week, loud and clear. Vibes interstellar, mind so clever. Tune in once, you'll be hooked forever. This the blast off, where the wisdom collide. Rocket fuel flow, let the convo ride. From the cosmos down to the city stride. Every episode another joyride. Catch the wave, let the banter take flight. Brainstorm sparking through the depths of night. Underdogs talking, put the world in sight. All killer, no filler, just truth in the mic. Zone out, let the speakers combust. In a convo with hosts you can trust. Groundbreaking spins, no fine gold dust. It's a must, turn us up, adjust. This the blast off, where the wisdom collide. Rocket fuel flow, let the convo ride. From the cosmos down to the city stride. Every episode another joyride.
Don't sneeze on me.
Sorry, T-Money.
Get the hell out of here, Drizzy.
Okay. Welcome back to the Don't Sneeze on Me podcast. What up, T-Money?
How's it going, Drizzy?
It's going pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. Just starting off this new year. So
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. It's our first show of the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So hope everybody enjoyed their holidays and it's back to the daily grind.
Back to the grind. It's like, ooh, it was nice to have almost 2 weeks off work, and then to go back was a little rough. But, it's been good. It was good to have a nice little break.
Yeah, I mean, the holiday season always goes by so fast. So,
I know, way too fast.
I think as a kid, it was like it took forever to get here, and then as an adult, it just comes by so freaking fast. You're like, oh my God.
Well, the years just fly by now. Like, you blink your eyes.
We're old, ladies and gentlemen.
we are. But no, it's been really nice. And just like I said, getting back in the gist of things, de-Christmasing my apartment, put the tree away, stuff like that. So the cat has nothing to chew on anymore.
Nothing for it to choke on.
Yeah, so I feel like it's less cluttered in here. I can breathe.
See, my house looks like this all the time. Because,
I know. You don't decorate.
No,
same thing year round.
See, I was done undecorating before you were.
Because you had nothing to decorate
there you
in the
go.
first place.
Bing, bang, boom, bop.
Bing, bang, boom, bop. But yeah, so I'll put up a few things for Valentine's Day just because I'm doing the brunch and stuff like that. But beyond that, it's kind of nice to go back to the norm in here and not just have a bunch of clutter everywhere. So yeah, it's just back to the mundane. Yeah.
Got a case of the Mondays.
Not yet. That'll be tomorrow. It's really funny though. Like, the holidays are over now. Like, my brain has nothing to do but just kind of like be idle and think about nothing in my free time. Now I'm not like stressed out about the holidays or like doing anything. So I've been thinking a lot about something that I haven't had in a too long. I don't want to say how long.
Cookies?
Yes. We'll call it cookies.
I love me some cookies.
Something that, it's been a minute. But, I've been thinking a lot about, like, my history with it, like, all that. But, like, sex.
Oh, my God.
What is that? I don't even know what that is anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, those with those Christian ears, cover them now. We're talking about sex. Oh, no.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Well, I said, sometimes...
But not you and me.
Oh, sorry. Little vomit in my mouth.
Yeah, so I was thinking a lot about, like, my childhood and, like, how I was introduced to sex and what my history was with it and everything. And, like, I don't know. I remember my first conversation with my mom. Like, I asked her what sex was when I didn't know what it was. And that was, like, obviously my first introduction to it because I heard the word, heard like the older kids at gymnastics joking about it and stuff like that, like say it or something. And then, like, I was on my way home and I was in first grade. I was first grade, so probably 6.
You're a young whore.
Yeah. Shut your mouth. There is no slut shaming on this show, mother
Mother
Anyways,
trucker.
anywho, so I asked my mom on the way home from gymnastics straight up. I was just like, "What's sex?" And my mom was so great about it. Like, she gave me the talk, and it was amazing. Like, she was so good, used the right terminology, and like just went through it. And she was like confident, factual. That's it. Like, she didn't make it weird. She didn't hesitate. Like, there was nothing weird about the conversation. And it was just like, oh, cool. Okay. Now I know what it is. And that was it. And it's like, I could always go to her with like any kind of questions and stuff like that growing up. Like, that was a good thing. But like, I'm curious because I don't know if your parents were the same way as like open like that. Like, I know that you kind of have a different kind of relationship.
Yeah, I didn't have any sort of conversation at all. I mean, my parents were very hands off with when it came to sexual stuff. Okay, I was trying to think. I was like, so it was after I had been overly. I mean, like I had sex ed and stuff like that, and I definitely didn't learn anything in sex ed. I mean, sex ed was literally like, dare for
Well, it was like, here's the ovaries, here's the testes.
It was like, it wasn't
here's
like
a diagram of the reproductive organs.
It wasn't like actual sex ed.
No,
like,
you didn't learn about sex.
It was health class, so it wasn't really like. I mean, they had a sex ed type of thing, but I mean, it wasn't like. I mean, I don't think I really learned. Like it was like I think the one thing that stuck with it was like, even if I think it was like if you don't come or like you pre-cum, like there's like
you can
sperm,
still get pregnant. Yeah,
and then like even
that definitely stuck with me forever.
Even if you come and then you go back in after, like you can still get them pregnant and stuff like that. Like it was like stupid stuff like that I that I remember, but
not stupid, very important stuff.
Well,
actually.
Yeah, I mean, but it was like it was like stuff like that. Like my parents never had a conversation. They never like sat down and were like, "This is sex." This is like the conversation. I got shamed, kind of.
Oh
yeah. Now, listen, I get it. When you first have sex as a teen or a young adult or whatever, like your parents are they would like you to wait probably as long as possible. I broke my virginity at 16, so I rode my bike to the mall because there was a CVS in there, and I bought condoms to be responsible, and had sex with a older person. And my mom found my condoms and like shamed me kind of for it. It was like, but it was like my mom and my dad, because like it was like my mom, like I knew she found them. I thought she was gonna be cool about it. Told my dad, and it was like kind of like we're not angry, we're just disappointed. And I was like,
but you were responsible.
I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I was like, in my mind, I was like, would you rather me doing it without condoms?
Yeah, the fact that you were actually like responsible about it and stuff like that, like that's good. They should be like proud of that.
Yeah, it was definitely like weird how I got introduced to sex. I mean, I think I looked at porn when I was like 12.
Yeah.
I mean, we got like high speed internet. Like, I know the website I went to was like, it was sex.com.
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 That was like a staple, I feel like. Because what else would you going to look up? Because we didn't know anything else.
No, you didn't know. Like, I mean,
you knew the word sex.
Yeah, you knew sex. So it's like you typed it in there, and that's before it became like, money pays and stuff like that. So it was all free. And I remember the porn I looked at. I mean, it was like it was a Wizard of Oz thing. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I mean, hey, it was pretty good. I actually years later I did try to find the original posting to see if I could like bring back the original memory.
I bet we could find it.
No way. I tried. It's because there's so many parodies of it that just comes up with like, it's Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's so many like home videos and all that kind of stuff nowadays online.
Yeah, exactly. So it didn't work.
So my friend and I growing up, I'll call her B. Her and I like found her parents' porn stash. They had like a trunk in their room, and it had a bunch of VHS tapes in it. So, and we were young, like, but they had a bunch of porn tapes in there, and I remember we watched one together, and it was only for a few minutes, and we're just like staring at the TV like, what are we doing? Like
you saw the parents?
what?
You saw
No, not the parents.
Okay. I was like,
No,
this is really
no.
weird.
They had their stash of like just porn videos that they had on VHS
okay. I thought it was like
tapes.
their porn.
No, so that was
okay.
like the
That makes
first
more sense.
porn that I watched, and it was like, okay, like this is kind of odd. I don't know what this is, But then, the first porn that I
Was
watched
it like
on my own.
softcore?
No, it was porn.
Oh, it was
porn.
real good.
Yeah,
okay.
no, it wasn't like
Wasn't like
Skinemax.
Skinemax.
No, but
Yeah,
oh man, Skinemax is
everyone knows Skinemax.
love Skinemax. Skinemax is great. It was like just an easy peasy thing after dark, but on some Skinemax.
After was it like 11:30?
Yeah, and that popped on. But my mom and stepdad, because I was such a snooper growing up, like I want to know everything. I still am such a nosy person, but they had not like that, but like, but they had the Pam and Tommy Lee tape.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so I watched that.
Yeah,
I watched like the whole thing, and I was like freaking 12 maybe.
Yeah,
and I watched the entire Pam and Tommy Lee tape. Not bad. Not bad.
I didn't watch that tape until it was like years later, because but the only thing I remember about it, everyone always said, they said like Tommy has a big piece.
Yeah.
Like, so that's the only thing I ever knew about it. But I don't think I watched until years later, and like it was the same thing with like the Kardashian, like what's her face? Like I saw
Kim Kardashian,
and like the Paris Hilton thing. Like
ugh.
I watched those years later.
Those aren't even like good,
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the view.
Yeah, that's true.
When I was
but I don't know. I that to me just isn't like, I don't know, good.
But
porn.
I mean, Pam and Tommy was like the original.
Yeah, and they were like hot, both of them. They were so hot. Like Tommy Lee, hot. He is like still hot. Like he's still, yeah, I don't know. There's like sex symbols. So like for them to do that and everything, but like going back and like hearing about how it was distributed and like what that did to her and everything.
VHS.
Yeah, but like the actual story of how it was distributed behind her back and all this stuff that came with it, like it's really messed up. So like hearing that kind of stuff.
I don't know if I ever heard that story.
Yeah, no. So it's like it's really, really, really messed up. But beyond that, like I started dating this guy when I was like 14, and I think I mentioned him in the previous episode when we talked about dating relationships. And it's the guy who murdered his wife and then killed himself. That guy, I mentioned it before. Huh? Yeah, they did mushrooms together, and yeah. Anyways, so when him and I were young, like I dated him when I was like 14, and he was a couple years older. He was my brother's like best friend, but he loved Jenna Jameson like so much, and that was when she was like when she was just starting to peak and wasn't quite mainstream. So he introduced me to her and like loved to watch her, but he loved porn in general and like would watch a lot of porn. But like that's someone who I'm like, okay, that's porn, like these big fake tits and like this bleach blonde hair, and they're like doing this like loud fake moaning.
See, I never liked that type of porn.
Well, then I was like, is that what guys like? They like that kind of fake, over the top shit.
No, I never liked that.
Well, that's what made me like start to think that like sex was very like performative. Like it had to be, you had to be like over the top and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know.
No, I was always into like amateur, like home movie type stuff. I mean, like I didn't want to watch like your parents doing it. Like
no.
But I mean,
more
like,
natural.
Yeah, like where it's like natural. What your naturally look like, because it's like when you first get introduced to porn. I mean, these guys are rock hard abs, like they're chiseled out. They got like a 12-inch dong, and you're like,
but it's just not realistic.
Yeah, and it's like it. Like I remember like the first porns I actually watched, I think was Cinemax, and it was down on vacation with my parents and my brother. My brother introduced me to Cinemax.
Nice, of course your brother did.
And we watched it in like I don't know, one of the bedrooms had like a TV. I remember that, and it's like that's when I really first saw porn, like, and it was like it just, you didn't get to see anything because it's Skinamax. It's like
Yeah.
you see only so much, but it was like it was still hot. I mean,
a lot of titties, little bush.
I mean, like it's better than trying to watch that Scrambled channel.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Oh
my god.
Everybody remembers the Scrambled channel.
I do. As a kid, my brother and I would be like, there's a titty.
It's the best. The Scrambled channel.
It was more just like funny.
The Scrambled channel was the best after midnight because the scrambling wasn't as
yes,
bad.
it was better. It was better.
So
like
you got
the
to see a
signals
lot
were
more
better.
of it, but you could still hear the volume.
You
so
could.
It was
you could hear
like,
the talking. You could hear all that.
I remember being in the basement watching that with friends. It's you're freaking like you're a horny young kid.
Yeah.
I mean, like it wasn't like today where like you can open up your cell phone and be like
literally find anything.
Yeah, it's like you just look at porn. Like it's like you had to like before us it was like magazines, and when it got to us it was like there was some electronic stuff starting to go on. Well, you still had to search it out.
Oh my gosh, my stepdad had Playboys, and like when I was a teenager, I would take his Playboys.
I remember people used to say they had like stashes of it, like these huge stashes, like oh, if you're lucky, you'll be out in the woods and you'll find one. Like
oh my
it's
god,
it's like that was a holy grail.
Gross! I don't want one that's found in the woods. Well, disgusting.
Listen, like I mean, it was like you'd find out not like
the holy grail,
the holy grail of finding like like Playboys in like a
not
stash.
in the woods.
Like listen, sometimes you raid a tree fort, and that's what they got in there.
I don't know. It's funny though, like how much it changes now. Like I would never go watch Jenna Jameson and be like, oh yeah, that's hot. Like
because it's not realistic.
Yeah, like I like people that like I'm like, oh, that they're fuckable and they're good looking. Like
because you want to be in the situation. Like
yeah,
if I was there, would this person fuck
there.
me?
Yes.
Like kind of. It's like okay, maybe I don't get the abs, but I'm close enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
you might find this interesting. I like stories. I like reading it. I like
you like to
reading
it?
porn. Not always, but sometimes I do like to read porn. I think it's hot.
So were you into like that 50 Shades of Grey stuff?
Yeah, I love the books. I hated the movies. They were just awful.
I think I saw one of the movies.
I thought the movies were awful, but I liked the books. They were, they weren't the best written novels ever, but they were hot.
It always reminds me of The Office when like Phyllis is listening to it in The Office.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, but I mean, I've heard that
but I don't read a lot of like erotic novels.
I've read stuff before, but I mean I'm a visual person. I love visual stuff.
I like both.
Yeah.
I
like it. I think because I think also when I was younger I had a better imagination. Like now that I've seen it, I'm like oh, I gotta like imagine this. This is not as much fun as when I'm reading it. I'm like, it seems like a lot of work to do.
But a lot of like the stuff that I'll think about like the past personal experiences that I very much enjoyed. Absolutely. And like go back to like that, have things that picture in my head.
Memory burn.
Yeah.
Like things that like left a mark.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like,
and you're like, that was
hot.
That was so hot. And that'll be the one that'll like take you right over.
But and it's like, it's like surpassing a level. Like you did that, you're like, okay, I'm bringing that into another relationship. Yeah. That was fucking great. So it's like each relationship you have, it gets a little bit better because you've tweaked what you want. Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm a fucking dirtbag horny motherfucker.
Well, I think it's funny too, like as we get older, how much more comfortable we are like just talking about what we want, like saying the things we want. Because I remember when I was younger and like, cause I would be very honest, I lost my virginity at 13. Like I shouldn't have, but I did. And like, so I started having sex very young. So my image of sex always ended up being like pleasing the guy. If I please the guy, then great. And like I never focused on myself. It was always performative. It was always very much like, but it was believable. It wasn't like over the top, but like my goal was to like get them off. And my goodness, has that changed as I've gotten older? Because it's like, now it's like, no, me first, me first. Once I do, it's all you, boo, because then I'll keep going until you get there. But like, me first. And if I don't, like, you may not hear from me again.
Wait. What do you mean you first?
I know you don't know what that means. Listen, you've never experienced that.
Women, there's this myth that women have an orgasm. We all know it's fake. We all know it's fake. There's no. It's guys for only. Women are just like they're just,
is that it? We're just there.
I mean,
we're just a hole.
I mean, like I say it's a dumpster with legs. I mean, it's you can just jizz
This
into
is why
it.
You're single. This is why. See, I choose to be. You Yeah,
just
you don't have a
saying,
choice. You don't
it's
have a
it's
choice.
you're about the same level as a tissue, you know?
Wow. Again, I choose this. You have no
the
choice.
the mythical female
Ay,
orgasm,
ay, ay.
the G spot, as they
Maybe
say,
one day you will get lucky
G
enough to
spot,
provide an orgasm for
more
a
like a
woman,
no
but
spot, the no spot, you know,
the no
the
spot.
no spot.
Okay.
Yeah,
No square.
that's the butthole.
Gross. Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
Stop.
No, but I mean, I get it. I mean, I think as my view of sex from when I was younger was very distorted. I
Mhm.
mean, like I thought like, oh, if you don't go a half hour, like you're a freaking pussy.
Yeah,
Like
you have to
you
like
have to
go
be you have to be able to go.
forever.
You have to be able to put the
Oh my
hours
God.
in, like like.
What's so funny
And
is like
it's like women don't want that. They want like I think
boom boom.
I honestly think at the 10-minute mark the girl's gonna be like, is it me? Like, am I not getting you off at like? I mean,
Yeah, because I'll be really honest,
because
like
if it feels
it's
good, you should. A guy's gonna get off pretty
yes.
quickly.
Well, the thing is too, like if I am ready, if I'm warmed up and I'm good and like the guy's hot and I'm like,
Well, I mean,
if
there's
I'm
foreplay.
really, really, really
Yeah.
turned on in the situation, like typically when I have sex, I will come very quickly and then keep going. So it's like
Well, yeah.
I
I mean,
like
that's a difference with women.
I
Like
would
they can
much
have
rather
multiple.
I would much
At a
rather have
time.
an awesome, awesome, awesome quickie even
Mhm.
than like 30 minutes to an hour of fucking. Like, and sometimes 30 minutes is fun, but no,
I
it's
mean,
so long.
I mean, but yes, but also I've also heard this from women. Like sometimes they're like it gets sore after a while.
It does.
Like
It does.
it especially in worst case scenario. Sometimes I mean it does happen. Women dry up.
Yeah.
And then if you keep going, you have to keep kind of rubbing to get it kind of going again.
Well, yeah, you
But
have to
that
like
rubbing in
restart.
between
It's
is like rug
fun.
burn rubbing.
Yeah, it's
like,
not fun.
It's like so. I mean, I think quality over quantity.
100%. That's
Like,
always been my
I mean,
thing.
like as I said, like there should be foreplay.
Yeah.
You gotta warm, it's like you gotta, as they say,
You have to warm each other up. You
Well,
got to
I'm
get
saying,
each other there,
it's kind of like what they say in American Pie, and I hate to age myself,
No,
but
do it.
you gotta heat up the oven before you stick the turkey
Yes,
in.
you do.
Like that's what she said at band camp, and then
Mhm.
she stuck the
A
trumpet
flute.
up his
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. And it was
I mean,
just, yeah,
not
that's great.
that just because I happen to play trumpet doesn't mean that I did that. But I
Oh,
mean,
you did.
you gotta sometimes you gotta you have tighter lips in the back.
Oh my
That's what I'm saying.
God. I'm scared. I am scarred now.
I'm just saying.
But
Like,
yeah.
but I mean, honestly, it's like, I think my view of sex is it's different. Like, I mean, because as a kid, I mean, so this is how I view sex. You have to be with somebody that's a little bit more experienced than you. I guess you could be with somebody that's a lot more experienced than you, but I mean, I feel like that's a little bit more experienced with you because they kind of open up your boundaries a little bit, like kind of push the
Yeah.
limit like of what you're comfortable doing, and then you kind of experiment. You're like, oh, I did like that, or
hmm
ew, take your tongue out of my ass. Like I didn't like that, like kind of stuff.
There
Like,
was this guy that like kind of changed it for me. And it was when I was I don't know, I was younger than I am now, obviously. But I was like 17, 18, and he was older than me. And
like significant.
not like crazy crazy, but he was older than me.
Okay.
So, but when we hooked up, it was just different. It was all focused on me. And he did things like just before, just even the way that we spent time together, he did things that like no one ever did that like just mentally stimulated me there. So it was like just really took his time and all this, a lot of teasing and blah 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 blah. Like, and it was just so unique. And I think that's what changed it to me. I'm like, that's what like changed my perspective on it.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be honest. When I lost my virginity, it was to somebody that was older. I think I've had that preference, I guess you could say. I mean, I've always leaned a little bit towards some older women. Like that's never bothered me. I think because I like having the mental stimulation along with it.
Yeah.
Like I like being able to have a conversation and joke around and stuff like that. And it's like because that makes me more attracted to you.
Absolutely.
And then like I also like to push the boundary where it's like I want to know. But I mean, I've dated younger people too. But it's like you need to keep me interested in other stuff besides outside of sex, because especially as I gotten older, because I'm like, maybe as I was younger, I was like, oh, sex, 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 sex,
But
sex.
that's not it.
But now it's like, okay, sex, this time, and it's like,
you have to
okay,
be able to talk to this person.
we're gonna go out on Saturday, and I need to be able to not like drive you nuts in the car, or
Good luck with that.
Listen, just because I drive you nuts, but it's like, yes, I'm a little annoying. I said that to any girlfriend I've ever had, but I also know when to push the stop button, pretty much. So see, Drizzy is giving me a look right now because I annoy her as a friend. There's a difference between annoying her as a friend and annoying her as a girlfriend. If as a friend, yes, I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of you.
Oh my
because
God.
you deserve it.
You annoy the
fucking
fuck out
deserve
of
it.
me. I love you, but you annoy the
Yeah,
fuck out of me. But I love you.
fucking
But I
good.
annoy the fuck out of you too. So
Yeah,
it's fair. It's fair.
Even trade.
It's fair. Anywho.
But I mean, as I was saying, I think sex is just it changes as you get older because you are looking for more, and it's like, listen, you want to have, yes, when you're young, fucking enjoy yourself, man. Like, have a great time, do what you're gonna do, be careful as much as you can be careful, but I mean, also, stretch your boundaries a little bit. Like,
Try things.
Try things. You have to, like, I think that's what I've learned as I've gotten older is
Don't
like,
just like
I
fuck to
like,
come.
I like certain,
instantly.
I like doing
try
certain things. Like, I'm into a little more risky stuff. Like, listen, because it's fun. It's like, but it's, I also know what I'm not into. Like, you have to communicate that, whether you're with a longtime girlfriend, I guess not even a one night stand, but I mean, like, somebody that you're seeing, like, you got to communicate what you like, what you don't like, what turns you on, because everyone's turn ons are different. It's like, what makes you be like, oh, I want to talk to that person again, on top of, sex, but what else does that person bring to the table?
Yeah.
It's
What's like, I'm very curious.
Okay.
What is like the one thing that you're into that's like, that is more risque? You don't have to say like everything, but like give me an example of like one thing that you're like into that maybe surprised you until you tried it.
So the one risky thing that like really surprised me is like missionary. I mean, missionary is like such
it's great.
It's like
but that's not risky at all.
But
it's great.
No, risky.
But missionary is great though.
Risky stuff. I'm not really into missionary, but I don't know.
Sometimes
it depends.
Sometimes
It depends. Risky stuff. I would say like public stuff, like not like where like people are watching. Like I'm not into that like that, but like I guess like it was an exhibitionism, not voyeurism. Like exhibitionism, like where you're like hiking and you find like that secluded spot, or like I don't know, you go out to dinner and like you're like, I don't know, you just find like a back like a little alley area, like you fool around, like something like that, like heat up the oven a little bit, like, get yourself going. It's like that will transfer over to the car ride home, and then in the car ride home, it's like by the time you get home, like you'll be like,
you're gonna pounce on each other.
Yeah, you're gonna pounce on each other. It's like so that kind of stuff. I didn't think I was gonna be into that, but it's not like I said, I'm not like doing it in front of people.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
like doing it where you're not
flirty,
supposed to be, but also where you're still private.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff. Didn't think I was gonna like that. I'm pretty much into it. So I guess like
I think that's pretty common though for that, like that heat up, like because it's a little risque, a little like
you're being naughty where you're not supposed to,
and you're like
naughty.
looking around like nobody notices, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yes,
like,
I know. I got
it's
you.
like you got to do something like that. Like I said, yes, maybe it's not that's super risky, but also
it is a little bit though. It can be,
because if you get caught, one of two things happens. they can call the cops on you. That's one thing.
If you're doing something cray-cray,
yeah. And sometimes I like to do that cray-cray. Sometimes you gotta go to that level.
Happens.
But at the same time, it's like I also don't want to get us caught, so I'm like a little bit, I'm cautious. Yeah. It's like when you're an older adult, you don't want to get caught.
No, you don't, because
would be
things are permanent.
Yeah,
things are permanent.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I had hooked up with someone that I kind of had just like a very sexual pull towards. Not someone I'm like traditionally attracted to, but like I wanted to hook up with him. I just knew, I'm like, this is going to be something great. And this was probably when I was like 19 maybe. And I just like texted him. I was like, do you want to? And he's like, yeah, I'll come pick you up. I was like, cool. Okay.
Oh, you were like right out with it.
Yeah. I was very much. I like texted him. He came over. He picked me up from poker night, and we went to his house. And can I be like super inappropriate here?
Go right ahead.
All right, it was like a Coke can. It was like
Oof.
humongo mumbo jumbo. But he,
I mean, aren't we all? I mean, let me correct my response. They're not oof like oh yeah. I mean, I know what that looks like.
Yeah, of course. It was wild. It was wild. I hadn't seen anything like that at that age.
Oh,
But he had like some leather paddles and things like that, and some like
like dom stuff.
Yeah, and he paddled the shit out of me, and I loved it. I fucking loved it, and ever since then,
oh, so you're definitely a sub.
Oh my god! Oh, but not just yes, but I'm a brat. I'm a bratty sub. I talk a lot of shit, and I run my mouth, and I'm not like super obedient. So,
okay.
but anyways, but now I kind of. This sounds very dramatic, and please, but I like
paddling
to be
slapped
around a little bit. I do.
I'll slap you around
I
right
do.
now.
You won't do anything.
I'll just slap
you
right
will
now.
do nothing
right
to
in
me.
the freaking mouth.
You will do absolutely
you don't shut
nothing
the hell
to
up.
me.
It's right in the mouth. Just teach you a lesson.
You do anything, I press charges. But
teach you right a lesson right there.
you do anything, you go to jail. But that was something that just surprised me as I've gotten older and like in my more like post marriage escapades, like post divorce escapades, like I have definitely been able to meet people that provide that for me, and it's,
I feel like
it's great. Just rougher. I just like
I feel like that's not an unusual thing. So I've been with a couple
Yeah.
girls that have been like, they're into that choking stuff. Like,
oh, I love to be choked.
you have to figure it out because the
You
first
have
girl
to know the right way to choke.
the first girl that like asked me to do it, I was like, you could tell I felt like I was gonna like.
You don't want to crush the windpipe. You gotta. It's the arteries
outside,
and the veins.
the outside. Yeah, like you
want to cut off
gotta
that.
really know what you're doing, and plus you gotta also know your strength. You gotta know like
you have to have a like you do a tap, you do something, and like you have to be very vigilant. Like you got to be careful.
It's very. I mean, you gotta really know that kind of stuff. Like, I mean,
but choking, spanking. All that kind of stuff, like
I always ask this. I'm like, do you think that's because our generation was the generation that got spanked by their parents?
I barely got spanked, so I can't, but like, I don't know what it is.
People always like, oh yeah, our generation got spanked. That's why we all enjoy it. I'm like, that's creepy.
I mean, maybe that's why I got my ass tattooed, because I'm just like, yeah. But get it. So, but no, it's funny. Like as you get older, to like when I was younger, I didn't feel comfortable being like, oh yeah, it's like slap, like hard, like spank my ass hard, stuff like that. But like now,
give it to me hard.
Now I'm like, I just feel like I can be so much more direct with what I want and like things like that. So
now, is it like more direct or like you don't have time to fool around? Like, let's get this going.
No, I think it's more of a confidence thing. I don't think it's a get this going. I'm like, I am more able to say like, that's what I want. Do that. Like,
okay, so here's an embarrassing question. Have you ever like been really attracted to some guy, like was really having a good time with them? They went back and it was like itty bitty.
Oh, more than once.
you're like,
oh my gosh.
You were unpleasantly surprised. Like he took it out and you were like, oh.
So I'll talk about one that really surprised me. And it was this guy that I had, like, we were hanging out and he was like super tall and just like,
that's unusual.
Yeah, like he was like a tall guy and like he was really cute and all this stuff. And then like the first
was he
time,
lanky or
not
was he like...
that lanky? He wasn't
so
like
he
super
wasn't,
scrawny.
Like, weirdly
no.
Okay.
I'm not into like super scrawny guys. I've never been into scrawny dudes. But it was like a thumb. It was so small. Yeah. So and literally, can I tell you something?
Do you have to like fake your
Hold on.
like...
Wait, can I tell you? When we did it, I was like, "Are you in?"
No.
Like
that's not like the worst question.
I'm not even kidding. Like, and I know that sounds like question. I'm like kidding, but I'm not. I thought it was like his finger or something.
But like, do you have to
literally,
like
it felt like his finger.
like surprise, like, oh, that looks nice.
No,
like,
I did.
I
did. I mean, I
did.
Didn't.
Show disappointment.
I was just kind of like, okay, like I was, yeah, I didn't. I really didn't go long. We didn't have sex again after that. We kind of stopped hanging out after that. I couldn't do it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. So
that's a rough one.
Yeah, that's okay though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I said I I've had experiences where like
Plenty other cocks in the hen house.
You can like I said, I mean I've always I will say in my older age I'm not as I'm not as desirable from some of these women anymore. But in my younger age I could swing with the best
You
of
had a
them.
little bit of game.
I was also a lot more confident. Now it's like I can't tell your ages anymore, man. I'm sorry.
It's hard to tell.
It's really
It's
because
really
like
hard to
there
tell.
like I said I am a single individual. I
Yeah.
go to a gym and there are some females in there that are very attractive, but it's hard to you gotta have some guts to walk to
Yeah,
somebody
you
in
do.
gym
Especially in the gym
because the gym because they have to take off their headphones.
a lot of the times women don't want to be talked to in the
Exactly.
gym too. So
Exactly.
it's like
So
that's a hard place
but
until you get to know them on a regular basis. Like
but it's impossible to tell ages now. I mean, like
yeah.
the only way I can actually tell ages, and right now is the worst time because all the college kids are home.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to wait till after January when everybody goes back to
Everybody goes
school,
back.
and then you're like, okay, these people work.
Yeah.
These people work every day.
These
okay,
are
these
adults.
are adult people.
Yeah.
And then you're still like, 20s.
You still don't know.
Maybe
You still don't know.
30s. And it's like, and I think that's positive. It's just women just look younger. It's
Yeah.
it's a good thing, and yes, makeup does help with that. But at the same time, I guess as I get older, it's like I have confidence, but I also don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm 23. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. You're like probably like, oh yeah, we're gonna stop this conversation.
Mhm.
You have a good job. And you have a good day. Enjoy your toys. I'm gonna go home,
Ugh.
and I'm never gonna come back to this gym.
You know what
ever
I
again.
think, like, kind of, I don't know, just society is like really messed up dating and like the ideas of sex, though, nowadays is like because we're so inundated, sex is
Inundated with
everywhere.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, because you have like OnlyFans, so it's literally everywhere, all over social
so easy to
media. You get the
access.
pop ups everywhere, all these fake accounts, all this stuff, literally everywhere. Like, and it's not realistic. That's the thing. Like,
Well,
what
I
you're
mean,
seeing is not.
I mean, we've gotten to the point now where AI is making fake
Oh my
porn. Like, I mean,
gosh.
there's like
And some of it you really just
Mm.
can't tell.
some of it you can't tell, but they also have like those AI robots that are on your phone that'll talk back to you. Now it's like
Mhm.
we are going down a dark path of like no reproduction ever.
Yeah. I don't know.
mean,
And it's hard to find someone who is relatively normal-ish nowadays too.
ugh,
Like,
they don't
I don't know.
even wanna
Everybody's
know.
nuts.
Freaking weirdos.
Weirdos. Everybody.
Weirdos or
This is why I've
or-
chosen celibacy. This is why.
honestly, weirdos.
I will
or,
probably
like,
break
would-
that soon, but like this
will
is why I've chosen
never-
this.
Will never, respond to you on messages, which I don't get. Why on these dating apps stuff you're not gonna respond to people?
Yeah,
I understand that women get inundated with guy messages,
we do.
but I mean, come on.
We do.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think that I think sex is too easily accessible now. I think that also creates a false narrative of what people, males. I will take the shot on this one. Males think sex is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes I see these guys that are like with these girls, and you're like, oh, you're like, what, really? Like you're with that dude, like out of everybody. I mean, I don't know him. Maybe he's incredibly nice, but sometimes you're like, you just can tell you're like douchebag. And I mean,
Well,
I think
yeah.
even girls can tell that. Like sometimes when you look at a guy, you're like maybe that's what looking at my dating profile. I'm like a douchebag.
Douchebag,
Like,
and
but,
that's
I
why
mean,
nobody likes it.
exactly. I mean, it just really is. I mean, like I said, I was, I experienced sex as a young age at 16. I mean, you said you were 13. I mean,
Yeah.
we were young, but I think I built.
The guy was 16 and he was a virgin.
But I'm saying, like, I think I built
yeah.
into it. Like, you did a little bit extra, a little bit more. You dated somebody a little bit more, and then you kind of found your rhythm. Maybe decided to do a couple other things.
Yep.
You're like, okay, it's like you grew into it. It's like now it's like
You tried some things, some things you like, some things maybe just weren't for you. Like,
I don't know.
that's okay.
I don't know if sex would I don't know. I feel the younger generations must just have like a really odd idea of what sex is.
I don't even want to know. Like,
mean-
I don't even, I can't,
And
I
you
can't
literally
imagine.
you literally can pay to have somebody just take their clothes off for you now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
You can like one click of a button and you're talking to someone who's going to
I
come
mean,
over.
I had a debit card at like 16, so it's like I could just be like whoop.
Yeah.
Like I was
You
I mean,
can.
I wasn't.
You can just call somebody and they can come right over for you.
Listen, I mean, in high school, I was not the ladies' man that
Oh yes,
like, but I
yeah,
mean,
they're
like in
everywhere.
high school, I wasn't. It's like it's you have to figure yourself out, and I don't know. I mean, I think
Yeah.
sex is just very I think it's I don't I think there's a very unreal expectation for it, like in like even I think even as adults, there's some unreal expectation.
I think so. I like I said, I was very young. I had a lot of male interest growing up, a lot, and I very much enjoyed it. And
Hmm.
like, I don't regret any of it at all. Like, I gave me the experience, and it helped me find exactly what I want and what I like and all that kind of stuff. So like, and I had a great time as well. Like, do I recommend it for others? No.
Are you able to identify those red flags now really
Oh,
easily?
yes. Yes. And
Even
red flags,
as
I run. One red flag, I'm out the door.
even as the dating generation has changed, like do you still recognize them like
Oh
sometimes?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. There was this I was talking to somebody over Christmas on a dating app, and like it just there were red flags that were like popping up left and right all of a sudden. I was just like, "Nope, nope." And I was like I sent a quick
Mm-hmm.
message, block 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 block. And it was yeah, no, I don't the second I see something or notice something that's off or makes me feel uncomfortable, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Mm-hmm.
I very much go with my gut cuz my gut is usually right with that. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but red
Yeah.
flags. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
red
Men
flags.
are red flags.
I mean, listen. I mean,
Women are too. It's
dating
okay.
a woman is no easier. I
No,
mean, I
it's
said
not.
it really comes down to the pilot in the box. It's like it's like I hate to say it like that, but I mean, I've been on dates where I thought it was going well. Obviously, it wasn't. I've been on dates where I'm sure they thought it was going well, and I was
hmm
like, oof. I was like, this one was. I need to steer left of this.
I went on this date once with this guy, and like afterwards, I messaged him and I was like, I don't want to go on another date. It was nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. I was just not even a little bit
Hmm.
interested. And then he, like, a month later, like, Facebook messaged me, like, you fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, red flags everywhere. So, no, I'm very picky about who I choose to spend my time with as well. Like, so if I'm gonna pick someone to spend time with, it's gonna be somebody quality,
Hmm.
someone, who
Now,
I want to be around.
let me ask you
What?
this because some people do this and some people don't.
hmm
I personally enjoy these, but do you do like sexting and stuff like that?
I honestly like I'll participate in it, but like
Hmm.
I'm typically won't prompt it. Like
Hmm.
I'd rather
You
you
don't want
just
like an
come home.
unsolicited dick pic.
Well, if he sends it, like I'm not gonna, I'm gonna reciprocate.
Uh,
I'm gonna send something back. Like, but does it do it for me? Does
I
that
heard
get
that's
me
what I heard. I
off?
heard that women
No,
that
I
that
do
does
it for
nothing
the
for
guy.
women. Like
No, no, I
women are
will.
like, eh.
Yeah, I'll do it for the guy, but it doesn't do
Mm.
anything for me. But also, like, I'm not just going to send a random dude some naked pictures of me. I'm too old for that shit. Like, no, because I don't trust anybody with anything that I
Uh,
send. So
no faces.
we better be in a relationship or something like yeah, like you're not getting my face. There's certain things you're not seeing, like all
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. Because if you want to see it, come see it in person. That's what I tell them.
That's
You
true.
want to see it? I'm right here. Come see it in
I
person.
mean, I'm not gonna lie. I said I like sexting stuff because sometimes it's like in the middle of the day when you're at
Well,
work and
flirty, chatty,
you're
like
like
that kind of stuff. Yeah, like
I
I'll
mean, yeah, like in
participate
the middle of the like
100%.
I said, if you're in the middle of the day at work and stuff, and suddenly you're like, oh
Well,
shit,
it's
like
preheating the
those are
oven.
titties.
And
Like
no,
you're
I
like,
do like a little bit, like talking about what you want to do to each other, that kind of stuff, like what you're going to do later. Like I like that because it does preheat the oven.
Mhm.
It's like it just gets you like thinking about later, like, oh, okay, yeah, like let's do that. Like, but mostly if it's like a full sexting conversation because we're out of town from each other, something like that, we can't see each other, like
Mhm.
it's for him.
Oh,
It's for
okay.
him. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I always enjoyed that part. I mean, I think that, I mean, our generation, I think, was the first generation to really enjoy that because we got cell phones.
Yeah, we were the
I mean,
first to
cell phone,
text.
yeah, for cell phones,
We
for
were the first to
images.
text. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
it's like we were
My
the first.
fucking Nokia.
We were the first ones trading pics back and forth, and then suddenly you send one pic, and you're like, ooh,
Yep.
hello. You're
Yep.
like, that is those are panties,
Yeah. No,
and
it's
they're
like,
not on
wow,
anymore. Yeah.
this is
You're
new.
like this is great.
This is brand new. But, you know. I don't know. It's funny. Like I've evolved so much in like what I like, what I don't like, what I'm willing
Mm.
to, when I'm not, like where my, absolute like hard lines are, and like the stuff that I'm like, you got
Mm.
to do that or you got to go. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's certain things that that you have gotten in the past. You're like, that's kind of like a norm. Like,
yeah.
like
I'm
come
like,
on,
this is
like
now you got to be able to do
yeah,
this.
you gotta kind of
I've had
participate in
guys that
this.
were like nervous to like spank my butt, and I'm just like, dude, just just a little, just make just a little noise would be good. Just a,
I see that
anything.
as I like the wind up, like that running start. So it hits so hard that
Yeah.
like you can't walk for a week.
Yeah, handprint
Oh,
there.
absolutely. Like it's
Absolutely.
like
Make it worth it.
blistered hand.
If you're
Like
gonna do it, do it right.
do exactly. See, I mean, you can make them so they can feel
Yeah.
it.
Get it. But yeah. So maybe one day I'll have sex again. Maybe not. But as of now, I'm taking a break. So
Mm,
yeah,
well,
maybe one day we'll have another chat about it. But on that note, that's
yeah.
pretty much it. That's all I got.
Listen, I mean, I said I think everybody has learned, their yays and nays for sex,
Absolutely.
especially as as you've gotten older, and like, I mean, I get it. But if you have any good sex stories, people, please drop us a message. We'll be happy to respond back to you. But
Would love to hear
yeah,
about.
we'd love to hear about your first times, or like the
If you had a funny
weirdos.
one,
Yeah, if you got a
that'd
good
be
one.
great to hear.
Let's see. Let's share some stories with each other, because I mean, I'm sure Drizzy and myself could use the entertainment,
Absolutely.
and we'll open up a little bit more to you guys. So.
100%.
But from everybody here at the Don't Sneeze on Me podcast, this is T-Money dropping the mic.
We out.